Hello everyone and welcome to the Eden Gardens Trial 1. One which, unfortunately, I feel like I know who the killer is. I feel like I'm not wrong in this instance. I think Diana, the ultimate cosmetologist, basically the makeup girl, did it. I have strong suspicions on her. That's who I think it is. I'm locking in the answer. All Jeopardy, all Wheel of Fortune, all that. I know that's who did this. She did this shit, and I know she did. She's too obvious. It's too. I really hope it's not, because I feel like I'm not gonna enjoy the trial as much as I should be if I just didn't know who did it. But alas, without further ado, I welcome you to Eden's Gardens Trial 1. And yes, I'm playing on the middle difficulty, not the highest, not the lowest, the middle. So I'm probably gonna get like a few more truth bullets. I think that's all it does. So without further ado, here we go. Last trial. In set. No, it has to say all rise. Alright. The one thing I love about trials too is I have to do none of the voice acting. I can just sit back.
Let's get this started.
I know I was ripping on the OST, but okay.
Welcome back to the trial grounds, everyone.
That girl said, "Oh, please, the killer should just come forward." Like, bro, you came forward, so you're the killer.
Like previously, today will be no circus.
No mockery.
Woven with stitches and needles. A true, fair, and proper trial
Will commence.
A battle of wits between
shit.
the blackened and the spotless.
Bro, whoever does Tozo, just know I appreciate your voice acting. You do him so much more justice than Monokuma. I'm sorry, it's just what it is. I think the camera's a little too high.
Explain the rules to you again.
No way.
But even so.
See, the thing is, they should have like unique X's like how they normally do it. I hope they do that in the next one.
You must vote for who you believe is the blackened.
Oh shit.
If the blackened receives the majority of votes, only they will be punished, and the rest of you will resume your killing game experience.
Look at Kai, like, oh, I wouldn't kill anybody. I feel like Kai's gonna die. He's not gonna be a killer.
However, if you vote for the wrong person,
You all will die.
then expect no sympathy from your hosts. All spotless students will meet a tragic end, while the blackened will be granted release from
I feel like that'd be so boring. You want them to obviously lose, right?
Happy discussing! We pray for your survival and success.
Okay, so normally how the first trials work is normally the first half is dedicated strictly to like figuring out what happened and everything else. It's not a who done it, it's a what happened scenario, because I still don't know what happened. Look at Ava. It's my time to shine. Yes, go on. Bro, there's no Big Macs here. Move.
Can someone please break this silence?
I mean, there's about like 5 people here who I know have ample things to say, so go on.
I don't want to talk about this.
Yeah, I know. You're too concerned about fucking touching yourself to your own fucking music equipment, bro. I hate that he was like, oh, I had to make sure my music equipment was still working. Like, bro, no one touched it. No one cares. Look at Diane. Like, I know you did it too. Look at her.
Everything deserves justice.
Like, we know you did it.
But putting everyone's lives on the line like this is just cruel.
Desmond, Wolf's dead, okay? Like, we gotta do this. We gotta do this.
Oh, crap. Without a lawyer, we're
Totally screwed. No, you got the ultimate debater here. I got this.
Whenever I turn my head, I keep expecting to see him at his podium.
That 6'2" dude, he's no more. He can't play for the Lakers no more.
Oh, don't cry, Toshiko. He's in a better place now, you hear?
You hear? I did her voice so much justice in my playthrough.
Whichever one of you sick bastards did this.
Bro, we already know you're gonna die later on. I don't know who's gonna kill her, because she feels like she would kill somebody, but I know she's not.
Whatever it takes. No matter if I have to kick the brains out of every single person here, I'll find you.
Wait, dude, you fucked them. We know, and I know you like them. It's okay.
You really gotta resort to violence?
But she likes him, obviously.
Let's just
Maybe.
stay calm.
You did this!
Making peace with our situation is
Oh, I know what I was gonna say. I was gonna say, watch Diana not have like any dialogue, and then like the second half, she goes crazy with it. Like, you're gonna see how they slowly start giving like the character who did it more dialogue. I know who it's gonna be. I know it's you, Veronica.
How the hell can I stay calm when there's a killer on the loose?
Well, he can't do anything, or she can't do anything right now.
That bastard is watching us right now, fully content putting our lives on the line. Is that what you call peace? Being at the mercy of some dickhead silent observer?
Yes.
Well, nobody knows for sure if the killer is even a silent observer.
Uh-huh.
If anything, the killer might try to feign innocence through other means. For instance, pretending to be outspoken about the case.
Oh my god. So, no, so you think it's me? Yes, we think it's you, Grace. Huh?
Are you accusing me of something?
Yes, you killed him.
I mean, what you did during the investigation seems really suspicious.
And where were you? In the fridge? Like, come on.
What did Grace do?
Nothing. Grace did nothing. She blocked the door, which I will be honest, I thought she did it at first, and then Diane spoke one sentence. I was like, yeah, she did that.
She stood in front of Wolfgang's dorm room and wouldn't
Like
let anyone go
Diane
inside.
literally had like a whole sprite change, like in the most like. I keep saying it's her, but like the main reason I think she did it was there was a sprite change, a specific one that just it didn't look like her. It looked like an evil version of her. Or something on my camera. Okay.
Intentionally or not.
No more delaying the
Really
trial.
hindered our investigation.
Bro, Wolfgang has some nice slick back here. You got that little thing right there. Oh shit, yeah, I need to rock his haircut next time.
Because of Grace, almost everyone who planned to investigate Wolfgang's dorm gave up and went elsewhere.
Bro, I investigated. No, nobody gave up. Nobody just wanted to help.
It was only after some of us started protesting that she
Some of
found
us.
another
You mean
light.
me? Just me? And kind of you.
You know, for someone who seems
You know?
so adamant about finding Wolfgang's killer, it's odd she tried to conceal potential.
Because she probably fucked that we didn't want anyone finding. That's what I assume. I don't know. But there was a camera in there, so I actually really don't know what happened. I don't know why she was trying to hide it. I keep joking that, but I actually don't know. Did she actually do that?
I'm not saying Grace is definitely.
I'm not saying she is, but you know.
I just think we should be cautious of her.
I'm not saying she is, but she did that. Like, just say it.
She has
Say it
an
with your
alibi.
200-pound chest.
Huh?
Grace couldn't have murdered anyone because she went to the game tournament.
Yeah, but the 300-pound gorilla wouldn't understand that because she was in the food fridge. Like, come on, bro.
Attended the tournament?
You mean not everyone likes to eat? Yes.
Does that rule her out from committing the murder?
Well, yeah.
I mean, there was an event there, not really,
We had to be
but
at the dining hall by 9 a.m.
someone stepped on her foot as well.
Which was like
Which
half an hour
I'm not
before.
forgetting that. Like, she said, "Ow, someone stepped on my foot." Which the only reason why I say that is because in the second game that was an important thing, but it probably is nothing in here.
Nobody left the tournament.
I remember
after
it.
started either. Nobody I know of, anyway.
Nobody I know of.
There weren't many of us there. Had
Sorry.
someone disappeared, it would have been obvious.
See, Ava wanted to say something so bad and say it.
Grace is off the hook? Wow. That plot thread resolved itself quicker than I was anticipating.
So Jean, Grace, and Kai attended Cassidy
This
and
dude,
Jet's
though, John,
game
Grace,
tournament.
and Kai. He has like a lisp, you know.
And me.
And me. No one cares about you, though.
And Mark.
Bro, Wilhelm clearly don't give a fuck about you anyway, too. See, Wilhelm and me, we like that.
Damon and I also attended the tournament.
Hey, raspy girl, here she goes. Damien and I.
We can also vouch for Grace.
See, they give her a raspy voice. I know. Another voice actor was sick. I know her throat was hurting. She's like, oh, this is hurting my throat a little bit. I know.
You guys aren't lying, are you?
We would never do such a thing. Like, bro, lying about Grace.
What the heck? Are you seriously doubting 8 testimonies?
He seriously is. He did that too. He knew
If
he
the
did.
8 of you were really together when Wolfgang was discovered, then Kai, doesn't that contradict what you said before the investigation?
Oh shit, he's onto something.
You told everyone
Uh?
Damon found Wolfgang first. How is that possible if you guys never left the dining hall?
What happened here, man? Damien and me, we just found him like this. Because I went rushing because I knew something happened.
I never said I didn't leave the dining hall.
Did he?
But earlier you told us you were with the other attendees.
Bro, you have like... She's probably gonna make it to the end of the game. I want no character more dead than her because I do not like her. She has something to always say, like she's been a part of the game for like the past prologue. Like you have done nothing. You've done nothing.
That's 'cause us partygoers left the
And him. These are the only two characters I like dislike or don't like yet. Let's put it like that. Everyone else.
Blackout struck, the tournament folk joined arms and headed straight downstairs. I would know. I saw him.
Who voiced that? Who voiced that? I saw him. There was a blackout? Yes, I already mentioned that.
You don't remember?
Bro, the 14-year-old girl's gonna upshow you, bro.
Actually, I don't recall a power outage either.
Some people saw it, some people didn't. I think it was only people who were inside.
Look at that thing! Did an alternate timeline converge with ours?
Alternate? Why is it that some people can recall what? I think it's only people who are inside. Thinking back on the testimonies I've collected, I could probably make an educated guess. I cannot, but I'll figure something out. Why is it some people can? The building affected... Only one building? Or is it two?
I got it.
Oh, I got it! I knew that!
The reason not everyone experienced the blackout is because only the building containing our dorms was affected.
Oh my god, you're the best ultimate talent ever. His talent's coming to show.
I guess the courtyard and tree area are connected to separate power sources.
So the tournament attendees were affected, yet they left the dining hall? Why not stay put until the power returned?
Because we were the ones who brought it back. It didn't seem like the power was being restored anytime soon. So
I forget who was in the room that it was. If it was Amber, it was Amber and somebody else. Because I don't know who the other person was. Because Wolf's dead. So.
And just our luck, boom! We found a spare generator lying in one of the storage closets. Of course, then we found Wolfgang.
She's right.
She's right.
The 8 of us split into 4
Who voiced him?
Expected a
Who voiced
storage
Jean? Who voiced Jean Delamar?
Because of the toaster trinket map, we know which ones too. Eva and Grace check storage closet A. Jet and I check storage closet B. Damon and Kai check storage closet C. And Jean and Mark check storage closet D.
Yeah, I was with Grace. She can confirm being with me.
Yeah, I was with Grace. Why did she say it like that? Why does Grace just gotta like shut up? Like, bro, you were such a yapper the entire time. What happened?
Yeah, we were together.
Yeah, with that math elite. Like, she says it like a slur.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Yeah, I know. That's why you should just shut up and let everyone else talk.
I'm so sorry for what I said earlier.
She's so like giant.
Sorry? You're sorry for accusing me of murder.
It's just an apology accepted. No.
Sorry doesn't cut it, you conniving two-faced bitch! If you really want my mercy, then get on your knees and beg for it!
She can't. She'll be out of breath. Her blood pressure will go to 200/78.
Whoa!
Don't do it.
Uncool, dude.
Don't do it. We don't need another murder.
Hang on. Even if you aren't involved in Wolfgang's murder...
Well, she knows something. She's obviously hiding something, and we're gonna figure it out. Oh, you hear the music? You know what that means. It's about to be announced. Stop the debate. That's what they said. Dun, 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 dun. I'm not gonna lie. I was ripping on the OST. It kind of kicks up in our trial.
There's proof Grace.
Here we go. It's gonna kick up a little bit. Watch the music. And like dun 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 dun.
Grace and Lawyer Man? Talk about an unexpected.
She just likes those tall, educated men. What can I say?
When I investigated Wolfgang's room,
Yeah.
I saw a bunch of golfing equipment inside.
Come on, I know someone's gonna say something.
Also, there was
And I'm
a
like, that's
blue
wrong.
jacket tossed over the mantle of Wolfgang's bed.
He's right. I also saw the equipment. And
Bro,
the clothes.
yo, Eloise no tall nerd. Settle down. You have been wrong so far. She must be right so bad.
Maybe. But why was golfing equipment in the room?
Yo, little history dude. Well,
Little history, dude. Oh, Wilhelm.
Why would Ulysses know anything?
common courtesy.
That's his name. Ulysses?
One night stand. You gotta let your roomie know in advance.
Common courtesy also says you should watch your mouth around children.
That's why nobody likes Jet. If you like Jet, that's cool, but not me. Not yet. Maybe later.
So if I'm getting this right, Ulysses is bunking with Wolfgang?
Well, we only shared a dorm for one night.
What did Wolfgang do for him to make him switch? I forget what happened. Like, I know they traded rooms, but why? What was the point?
You aren't bunking with him anymore?
Okay, but everyone was there, so why don't you know that?
Let me provide some context. As you may remember, after Desmond suggested everyone bunk together, the male students were directed to the dining hall. Once there, we played rock, paper, scissors to determine who would partner with
We're playing
who.
Jankenpon.
Jet
Say
partnered
it.
with Mark,
Say it in Japanese.
with John, Damon with Kai, and I with Wolfgang.
Damien with Kai. That's like the biggest list I've ever heard right there.
Those were the pairings at the time. However, the following day, Grace and I agreed to swap rooms.
Wilhelm's like, bro, I got receipts for everything in this book. You cannot call me out.
Yeah? Why'd you do that?
For reasons.
Reasons. Yeah, but you're gonna need to explain now.
Totally not suspicious.
Mark, don't act like you've done everything either.
It was a win-win.
Diane's like, how can I convince them that it wasn't
I
me?
get Grace out of my hair. She gets me out of hers.
You two were originally bunking together?
The pairings were decided via a game of tic-tac-toe. I wasn't big on my partner being chosen for me. So when the
Look at Tozo floating.
arose to change that,
Thus, I became Winona's roommate, and Grace became Wolfgang's.
Can confirm. I watched the whole thing play out.
Where was I in this?
Since the room swap happened the night after we implemented the bunk buddy system, that would mean Grace and Wolfgang have been bunking for about a day and a half. Ugh, gross.
What's gross about that? It's not my fault. It's not Grace's fault. She's such a magnificent woman, and Wolfie's such a tall, educated, handsome man.
In that case, Disney was right
Like,
about those two being
Ava's just mad she can't get none. That's what it is.
Grace, did Wolfgang
Only thing she's been getting is Damien. Damien hasn't even been like taking the hints.
like maybe he said something that stuck out to you, or
Said he wanted to fuck me.
oh, maybe had trouble getting to sleep.
Yeah, he said he wanted me to give him a handy. They're over the age, so I can say it. I'm not gonna say anything about Toshiko though. She's a little kid and she needs to be down there.
Nothing happened last night.
But nothing happened. But yeah.
The morning of the murder. This morning. Wolfgang told me he felt sick.
Why are you lying? Someone's lying because this isn't true.
Sick?
See, here she goes. Like nobody asked, no one invited you in the scene.
With a stomachache.
That's how you know she did it.
It hurt so bad he couldn't get out of bed.
Something that bothers me though is he was sick, right? Someone else was sick, and then Grimwald had like a massive like migraine. Like it's weird. Like there's a lot of just sicknesses going around now.
I was gonna cancel my plans for today, but he convinced me to attend the tournament.
Oh, so she was gonna watch him.
So I left his room.
And then Wolf lied to Toshiko.
And yes, I'm talking about the game tournament. The same one Wolfgang acted all hesitant about attending.
I'm gonna see what she looks like with that hat on.
Newsflash, I changed his mind after breakfast yesterday.
Okay.
Hold on a sec. That ain't what you told me this morning.
See, everyone just is a liar. Like everyone can't. It's so hard to just tell the truth, guys.
What did Grace tell you?
Simply put, she felt like competing. Grace knew I planned to compete as well, so she asked me to be her sparring partner.
Why does Winona look so disgusted? She's like, Grace, women. Like what? You're one too. Information.
That she did.
I like him. I like his speech. That she did.
Of course. Since I now know Wolfgang's condition at the time.
Ava's like, yeah, I know you.
I can't say I blame her. If someone you cared for was in a vulnerable position, would you go around and admit that in a killing game? No. You would try to protect that person.
I'm gonna be sad when I know he's not gonna make it anything. I'm gonna be sad when he dies because he's a good character.
When you put it that way, man, sounds rough.
Bro, don't interject. Like you've done nothing. You think this is a game? I mean, it is, but like your life's on the line and mine.
I think it's obtuse.
You know it's obtuse? The 300-pound gorilla over there.
Huh?
Say we
And Jet weighs more than her, I think.
She withheld information not to trick anyone, but to protect someone she cares about.
Obvious.
What then should we make of the glaring contradiction in her testimony?
What the hell do you mean contradiction?
Bro, she better not come up with that. I have an opinion, or what? You know those I forgot what they're called in like V3 and Super. When someone has a contradiction against your statement, it's like I'm not even a part of the discussion yet.
Your bunking partner was too ill to make the short trek to the dining hall. How did he walk all the way to the boiler room?
He just, I don't know. It was scary down there.
Good point. If
Oh, good
Wolfie
point.
really were
Good
begging,
point, sister.
He would have stayed in his room.
Good point.
Now that you mention it, to reach the underground floor, wouldn't Wolfgang need to descend like 4 flights of stairs?
I mean, you can just throw him down there.
It's nothing for a healthy person, but for a guy who's supposedly really sick.
I mean, it's obviously a lie, but I just want to know why she's doing this.
It's my fault it doesn't make sense. It's just what Wolfgang told me.
Yeah. Didn't we decide Grace wasn't the killer anyway?
See, no. No. Wait, she defending Grace? Hold up, I might be wrong.
That's not to say she doesn't know more than she's letting
Oh, so we were defending Grace. Okay. Maybe she's not. I don't know.
I'm not withholding anything else.
I fucked him, okay? I'll admit it. Just say it. Is there more to the story? Yes, there is. Damien, we got this. Too many people are letting their emotions cloud their judgment. I need to solve this mystery and set things straight. Okay, finally, first non-stop. That was a long segment. No complaints, though. Yeah, see, this is why. If I was on the hardest, I probably had 5.
Why don't you tell everyone the truth?
I've got nothing else to explain.
That! I'm kidding.
The last I saw Wolfgang, he was in our dorm room.
Told fetch.
Okay, hear me out. Secret hallways.
We would have found those by now.
Maybe Wolfgang was carried by the killer.
No.
That's...
No, it's that one. It's that one. It's that one. Because there's a testimony that I can back it up with.
What if Wolfgang used the elevator in the tree?
You're not helping.
That's also one of them. Oh shit, you saw that little turn? There's a major discrepancy in Grace's testimony, but is she necessarily at fault for that?
Why don't you tell everyone the truth?
Hold up. It's her fetch quest, but I don't know which one it is. Where is it? On the way, she briefly encountered Wolfgang in the hallway. It's medication from the pharmacy. I think it's this one. I don't know which one it is.
Nothing else to explain. The last I saw Wolfgang, he was in our dorm room.
Okay, hear me out. Secret hallways.
We would have found those by now.
Maybe Wolfgang was carried by...
No, he couldn't have been because that's what's wrong! Come on. Oh, look who's wrong immediately at the beginning. The person I suspect.
It's true Grace's testimony is inconsistent with where we found Wolfgang's body. But that's not Grace's fault.
Yo, if you need a voice actor for the main character, I'll be that.
The only person you should be blaming
in a game like this
is Wolfgang himself.
Exactly. I think he was lying like crazy. Oh, I'm just sick. Oh, I gotta go to the laundry room. Oh, I gotta go here. You gotta go anywhere else but like...
What the heck?
A place that we can actually find you at.
Simple. Because he lied about being sick.
Ooh, no. Yeah, tell him.
Seriously?
You can cooperate. Can't you, Toshiko?
Yeah, Toshiko. Oh, it's Toshiko. I've been saying No, I've been saying her name right.
During the investigation, you told me...
Damien, don't ask a 14-year-old for a testimony. She's gonna lie like crazy. She's not gonna remember it.
That's after I left.
Yes. I remember.
She wanted Grace to be the killer so bad she didn't say anything. You know, it might be her too. See, the thing is, I suspect it was Diane, and I also said Grimwall or Toshiko, and the only reason why I said Toshiko was because they brought up like the shoes thing where it's like, oh, someone with socks. The only reason why I said Diane was because she's the only character with heels on. It would make sense for her to take her shoes off, I guess, in that situation to run, right? But Toshiko also doesn't really have like stuff to run in.
Ingrid. She developed
See?
a headache, so I went to the pharmacy to find some medication.
She has like these little sandals.
The trip itself went fine, but when I returned to the hallway,
But I still think it's Diane.
I found myself face to face
With Wolfgang? Oh, the phone! Toshiko actually saw Wolfgang?
You actually saw him? Whoa.
We had a normal, pleasant exchange.
And they died.
He appeared perfectly healthy and even mentioned going to the tournament. Of course. He never made it.
You know what? I don't know. She's a little suspicious. She's like, I'm playing it up so well.
I don't want to be that guy.
It's like, how did a 14-year-old do this?
Can anyone confirm this?
Ingrid can.
I heard them chatting a while in my room.
Her voice actor's good too. I like her voice actor a lot.
Still make out their voices here and there.
It's a unique voice. I can still make out their voices here and there. Oh, shit.
Strange. He told Grace he wouldn't attend the tournament, but then said the opposite to Toshiko.
Sounds like he was telling fibs to conceal his actual intentions.
Well, he clearly saw the message. It was gonna go down there.
And what's his true plan supposed to be?
I still want to know why she was so like hidden about everything.
To go to the boiler room. Most likely.
I'm lost. What business would a guy like him have?
Oh, well, Jet, I'm about to get to that. Because I know why. Because he had a big old note in his pocket.
This is it.
This is it. He has like a little Hajime thing where he loses.
found this note tucked away.
He should make his hair move a little bit like this. I got it.
A lot of it is water damaged. The paper looks like it was ripped from a notebook, and the handwriting was done in ink.
But nobody here can write in English. No, let's stop.
Some parts are still legible.
Secret. 8:15 a.m. Boiler room. Close the door.
This
It also mentions to close the door, so that's how that contraption was probably set up. And it also says 8:15.
Exactly. The fact we found Wolfgang in the boiler room, and this note in his pocket, it can't be a coincidence. This note must be the reason Wolfgang went there.
That mention of a secret sure is suspicious. I'm willing to bet Wolfie's reason had something to do with it.
Agreeing to meet a stranger in some spooky, dark place? Wolfgang had nerves of steel.
No, he didn't. I think he just trusted everybody. That's what his thing was. But, you know, I mean, look where I got him, right? Slenderman Bill, bitch. I love Wolfgang.
Delivered a weird note?
No. The only time I recall him receiving anything was when Tozu distributed those envelopes.
Am I gonna have to bring his envelope into this?
I don't know anything about a note.
Really? Wolfgang shared nothing with you guys?
That's how you know she did it. I'm kidding.
Guess he didn't want them to know what it said.
Right. And if Wolfgang wanted to keep this note a secret, he would obviously want to keep the meeting a secret too.
Then the reason he told Grace he felt sick
was to remove her from the picture. Yeah, once she's not in the room, Wolfgang has his opportunity to sneak out and head downstairs. That's also why he encouraged her to attend the tournament.
Didn't the same guy?
But she's still so suspicious. Like, she looks like she doesn't understand
Talk
it.
about double standards.
Are we sure he wasn't just trying to protect Grace?
He would never do such a thing. Wolfgang is a murderer.
Maybe he knew he was meeting someone dangerous, so he thought it would be safer not to involve her.
That does sound like something Wolfgang would do.
How do you know what he'd do? It's almost like you caused his murder. I'm accusing her all the time. That would be proven dead wrong, I hope.
On the subject of blackmail, did Wolfgang ever confront the person he had?
No.
Oh?
Maybe.
You don't know whose blackmail he got?
Nope.
Well, if you recall what Wolfgang said originally...
He said he would only speak to the person. So whoever had it, you're gonna have to come forward. For that reason, I implore all of you to speak with the person whose blackmail you have. And then, and them only. Come on. Even if the contestants of the envelope seem horrible, give the person a chance to explain themselves. I never went to him, because he died.
Of the blackmail's contents, it would be treated as a matter between the recipient and the subject of the blackmail, and no one else. Which makes me wonder, could whether or not Wolfgang confronted his person clue us into what had originally been written on that note?
I don't know what his letter even was.
Picking up what you're putting down.
Oh, it's on auto? How do I turn it off?
If that person they could, however,
no!
If Wolfgang did confront his person, I don't see why that same person would then send him a threatening note.
Hold up, I gotta turn off auto. I don't know, we'll figure it out along the way.
If the person being blackmailed wasn't the one who wrote the note, who was?
Oh, space.
Obviously, it would be the student with Wolfgang's blackmail.
Oh, I knew that.
Yes, the secret in question may actually be a reference to Wolfgang's blackmail, not the sender's.
So he thought, oh, this person has my blackmail, which was me. Uh-oh, that's not good. They're all gonna be like, oh, you did it! Like, I didn't do it, though. I was in the room.
Is there any way to figure out who's...
The thing is, I was literally playing against Kai. Imagine if Damien did. If Damien did do this shit, this would be the best trial I've ever fucking seen. Because I would never suspect Damien.
We'd probably need to know whose blackmail Wolfgang had first.
I don't even know where his shit was at.
Oh, I've got just the idea. Yo, person who Wolfgang had blackmail on.
Whoa, whoa.
Can you say something?
You're so smart.
Don't forget the person with Wolfgang's blackmail.
Which was me.
Oh, right.
Her hand goes to the podium.
Person who's got Wolfgang's blackmail.
She's an omnipotent being.
If you're innocent, say something already.
If I'm innocent, I should say something. Bro, people are gonna believe if anyone is gonna say anything, literally anything, that they have no jurisdiction over me. I was literally playing the game. I was gonna beat Kai. I don't know. Although everyone may follow my direction during the trial, since I can't ignore the evidence on my side. When it comes to me, of all people, how do I know they won't suddenly change their tune? See, you know what? I had a problem with Damien at the beginning, but you know what? He's probably the most real main character I've ever seen. Because he doesn't act like a goody two-shoes. Like, this would be like me. I'd be like, would I really want to say this? Because, like, they might believe me, but, like, I don't know. They might chastise me for not revealing, yeah. Or they might think I'm confessing. Damien, you a go. You know what? You're getting there. He's getting to be one of my favorites. He might actually already be there. Does the trajectory of this trial really depend on whether I or not?
I was hesitant to admit it, since I knew it would put me on the spot. But I'd rather be suspected than be the reason this trial comes to a stop.
No way, he just did that shit. He's like, yeah, I have it. You don't have it though. Eh?
Are you confessing? Do you have Wolfgang's blackmail?
Nah, not his.
Oh.
Seriously?
I thought he was gonna be like an absolute amazing like Necromaru like type goat.
However, it's thanks to him that I have my own.
Your own?
Oh, he had it.
Wolfgang approached me the same day
Oh, here we go. There's an on-stop debate coming up. Maybe.
It happened right after I'd finished speaking with my own person. He and we had a good talk.
What'd you say?
He gave me his envelope and
Why does Cassie look so like disgusted? Like you did that? Like,
you need
yes.
the proof.
Ah, Wolfgang's envelope had the same signature.
I held on to it for safekeeping. This should have all been said sooner. I realized that. I suppose my pride was stronger than my...
It's okay. It's okay, John Delamar.
My mistake for stringing everyone along.
I don't think you did any of this. I really hope he didn't, because that'd suck.
I mean, at least you're honest.
Truth. Thanks for letting us know, bud.
That was awful for him.
Indeed. To recognize... No, to acknowledge...
It's okay. You don't have to say anything. We all know you did this.
Feat, I believe.
Right. It's very noble.
Everyone's like, very noble. Like, yeah, we know. If I reveal my blackmail right now, would everyone here treat me the same? Will they be just as forgiving? They won't. And I know that fucking 300-pound humpback whale is gonna be on my ass, so don't say anything, please.
I take it our other blackmail person isn't gonna step forward?
No, I'm not.
If nothing happens, let's just have everyone recite whose blackmail they got one by one.
Oh my god, I knew someone was gonna say it.
Huh? You sure that's a good idea?
Look at Toshiko.
No one's reciting shit.
It was only a suggestion. Calm your farm.
Even if we knew who had Wolfgang's blackmail...
And look, now he's kind of like, no, you don't want to do that. You know why?
It's annoying they won't speak up, sure.
It's annoying I won't speak up. You might as well just say it like that.
Like John, they would actually need to reveal Wolfgang's blackmail.
I know his name's John, but I like calling him Gene.
This person might just want to respect Wolfgang's request to keep the blackmail between two people. Especially now that he's gone.
I don't know. Is it really okay if we
Yes,
never find out?
it's totally okay. Trust me. Diana Veronica. It's Veronica or you know what? Veronica. I don't care. We should have just named her Veronica at the end. Give her 2 first names.
If we want to solve this case,
look at Tozo.
We need
I know, so you guys don't.
Yeah. It's like doing a jigsaw puzzle without the box art to help you.
Okay, math elite. You're not gonna go that far.
The cases?
Kai. Don't even. Kai, Montreal, Canada. It's okay.
Obviously, the case.
Okay.
The more pieces you connect, the clearer the image you're constructing becomes. The clearer the image, the more you can assume about it. Do you see what I'm saying?
No.
Once we know how Wolfgang died, the rest of this case should fall into place.
Yeah, like I said, the first half is always dedicated to like how everything happened, and the second half is like, okay, who's the killer now?
You certainly talk a lot stranger than you used to, but I think I get it.
Well, I don't want to be the one to start, but we can all agree Wolfgang was stabbed to death, right?
I don't know if we can hear that. It seems like when he was like burnt, fried, tased, like something happened. He wasn't stabbed. There was no blood.
I saw a knife bobbing around in the
This is why Jet should just never speak anything, but we all know he's gonna survive to the end of the game because they like having like a stupid character. Please kill him off.
And on the ground, there was blood.
Or make him be like, I don't know, like the mastermind, so he has something going for him, you know?
That's gotta be Wolfgang's blood, right?
Nope.
The knife was bloody, so...
The thing is, I want to know where the blood came from, yeah, because I don't know whose blood that even is, and why it even is there.
Seems like a brawl happened in the hallway.
I'm sure Wolfgang at 6'2", weighing like 130 pounds, is gonna put all. Yeah, I don't think he fought at all.
While poor Wolfie was minding his own business, he was confronted by the killer, who attacked him and chased him into the boiler room.
That is not what happened at all.
That would line up with how we found him.
Nope. And this is why people who never investigate the body should ever say anything about the case. This is the problem I have. Jet didn't investigate anything. He was in the same room with Mark, which was like the game room, the entire investigation. He's like, oh, but I saw it. So you walked in, you saw a knife, and you saw him dead. Oh yeah, he got stabbed. Like, you didn't investigate the body though. No, that's not what happened. Yeah, don't worry. I'm about to make him look like an idiot. Or myself, depending on how many times I miss. His hand, probably.
Is this really how you guys think Wolfgang died?
The bloody knife is way too big of a
She's too on our side. Why do I have like no HP?
Floating in the water right next.
Say it. Say something stupid.
Not just that. There's blood on the boiler room floor.
That doesn't mean anything.
And along the underground hallway.
A confrontation must have happened.
That did not happen. Okay, but a confrontation probably actually did occur.
I'm understanding how that's relevant.
Because explain his hands then. Probably because it isn't.
Is this really
What is that? Give me your attention, please. Is that what I said?
The bloody knife is way too big of a coincidence.
Oh, I'm timed. I just noticed the time. There's a time, like, probably where my camera is.
Not just that.
It's like 3 minutes.
Blood on the boiler room floor and along the underground hallway.
A confrontation must have happened in those hallways.
Yeah, it was probably a sneak attack. The killer snuck up on Wolfgang, stabbed him from.
Not the. Oh.
That does not dispute the possibility of a confrontation.
Why are you so mad? She's right, bro. She's not right.
Really how you guys think Wolfgang died?
The bloody knife is.
It might be the tablet as well. The tablet doesn't say his cause of death.
It was floating in the water right next to him.
Hold on. Let's wait until everyone says something.
That. There's blood on the boiler room floor.
A confrontation probably did
Snuck
happen.
up on Wolfgang, stabbed him from behind.
He wasn't stabbed from behind though.
And the rest is history.
With that knife, wheels, and villain on his tail, Wolfgang had no other place to run but the boiler room.
So, the killer entered the boiler room after him, which was when they, you know,
Killed him.
ended it.
There's another one.
It don't make sense.
Let's see what Damon has to say. Might help him with what's truthful it is. Whatever story they're trying to spin here, it's definitely not the truth. Yeah, but you didn't. Wow, Damon, you were not helpful at all. Might be blood spots. Oh, what about the Tozo tablet? Hold on, what's up here? His hands, burn marks. Oh my god, I don't know. It might be the blood spots.
The bloody knife is way too big of a coincidence. It was floating in the water right next to him.
Those hallways.
It did.
Yeah, it was
because there's
probably
blood.
a sneak attack. Killer snuck up on Wolfgang, stabbed him from behind.
I'm gonna lose this one.
Dispute the possibility of a confrontation.
There wasn't a confrontation though, I know that. But these truth bullets don't make sense. They're not helping. This truth segment is not good.
Is this?
It's that one. Oh sure. Let's see how the Tozo tablet helped me figure that out.
Jet, you talk a lot about the knife and the bloodstains on the floor.
That's not what I shot though, okay, go on.
Did you ever look at Wolfgang himself?
No, that's why I'm saying, why are we listening to him? He didn't even see his body, and there was no blood even on him. Why was that so hard to say, Damien? Why can't they just give me that? I gave him a glance. Why is he in the game?
I figured, had you actually taken the time to look at Wolfgang's back, you would have noticed a clear absence of stab wounds.
Why? That wasn't the truth bullet at all, though.
In fact, None of the injuries he sustained were the type to cause severe blood loss.
I guess maybe the tablet showed you that he didn't have any wounds on him, I guess. That's what it was trying to say.
Seriously. We went over the same thing with Cassidy during the mock trial. Couldn't you give Wolfgang the dignity of a proper investigation?
That truth segment was the worst. I'm not gonna lie, that was a terrible segment because it just it could have easily been explained as just you didn't even see the body. I did. There's no wounds. That's all I had to say, and it would have disproven him. But
hey, man,
let's just make it harder than it has to be, I guess. God damn it! Look at Toshiko. Oh,
this stuff doesn't come
getting on
easy,
you.
know? Nobody wakes up thinking they'll have to solve their buddy's murder later.
I really wish you're just the next death.
Isn't that exactly what you should be worrying about in a killing game?
Not everyone has
Mark
the
joining in
stomach
like
for
he hasn't done anything either.
That's fine. That's why you got people like me to do the heavy lifting.
Now, come on, John did it.
Since some of us here weren't able to investigate Wolfgang's body, I'll lay out his injuries.
Yeah, but that's my problem is they should have no say of what happened on his body. They weren't in the room. Why are they even listening to Jet like he was there?
There were 2 marks on the back of his neck.
Ava and me were the only ones that went up to it. Actually, only me.
Tiny red dot.
I was the only one that went directly up to his body, at least that I've seen.
His hands were burnt too, so 3 injuries in total.
That neck abrasion is so weird because it's just there.
Besides that, I got nothing else.
And the knife was just there too.
Burns, you say?
Junior high, my dear Wilson. The killer used a flamethrower.
She asked me now. She gotta go. She gotta go.
These didn't look like normal burns. Not the sort you'd get from a stove fire, or a hot iron, or a flamethrower.
Bro, he attempted the 1,000-degree knife challenge. No way. Remember that was a thing like 6 years ago?
Contradicting
Worse
my
not.
theory outright? Jeez. So this is the thanks I get for vocalizing my thoughts?
Sorry, Les. Oh, yes.
Yes, if I may add on to what John said. The burns actually bore a strong resemblance to what you might see in cases of corona paralysis.
Please explain.
Charo.
Dun, 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 dun. That's a non-stop debate coming on a little bit.
Now this I know.
I'm gonna throw up if you do that again.
Coronoparalysis.
Look at Damien.
It's
Pissed as hell.
something which happens to lightning strike victims.
Yes, it would add up to literally everything that we've seen.
Getting struck by lightning is like getting kicked by a
How would you
horse.
know?
The impact is so shocking. Some people will lose all feeling in their limbs for a few
Have you
hours.
gotten struck by lightning before?
I was aware of lightning paralysis.
Lightning
But even I didn't know its official name.
I
That's
didn't
a nice
either.
head you've got on your shoulders.
What are you trying to say?
Lots of people tend to overlook the importance of lightning safety, especially where I'm from.
I'm still confused. Like, have you been hit by lightning before?
My grandpappy once tried working out in the open during a thunderstorm. Pure luck's the only reason.
What if she like rolled up
he lived to
her
see the
arm
next
like,
day.
see, I got a big ass lightning mark on here. What?
Sorry to hear that and all, but what does
This camera
lightning
is,
have to do
like-
with anything?
It's not working with me.
Well, if I had to guess, Ulysses, did it look like a big old tree was drawn on Wolfie?
It did. You don't even have to ask him. You can just ask me.
A big old tree. Yes, that's how I would describe the burns on Wolfgang.
You mean there's no food? No.
So Wolfgang had lightning strike scars?
Huh? We're trapped inside a building, though. Lightning can't come from anywhere.
Well, settle and let me explain. There's clearly a lightning strike phenomenon going on
Could he
here.
not have been struck before the killing game? Fate is stronger than will, you know. Perhaps the deity decreed the glow of his altruism from their heavenly abode and dealt him a threat.
You're just speaking absolute hogwash and buffoonery. What was that? Nay.
Were fresh.
He's like, no.
One look was all
Said
it
no,
took for me to
bitch.
know that.
Stay down there.
If he had these scars before, we would have noticed them anyway.
But if those marks were recently inflicted, wouldn't it mean Wolfgang somehow went outside?
I know, something you're very unfamiliar with, going outside.
Not necessarily. This is only something I thought of just now, but the reason Wolfgang sustained burns similar to that of lightning strike victims Maybe because whatever inflicted his
I think it was the wire.
was equivalent in damage to a lightning strike.
Yeah, high voltage.
You saying there's something out here channeling the power of lightning?
Something. Don't worry, Damien. I got this. The idea sounded ridiculous, but when I think back to the boiler room, even though there's a ton of objects that can conduct electricity, like, did no one invest? I feel like you just have to be like stupid to not understand what it could have been.
This is it.
Like, there's a big sign that says high voltage right there.
Since you write everything down, give a description of the
You don't see the big ass generator?
Yeah.
That's all smashed up. Do you wonder what that big ass bomb sound was?
Since some people here never investigated the crime scene, they probably aren't as familiar with the room as we are.
They have no jurisdiction to say anything either.
So, you should read out your description.
Sure. The boiler room consists of a small concrete platform surrounded by ankle-deep water. Throughout the room are boxes filled with various garbage, and in the back looks to be a generator, charred beyond belief. What you just heard is a brief summary of my notes.
Hear that?
Brief.
Generator
So it's implying he wrote way more than that?
Of all the things which could deal similar damage to a lightning strike, doesn't a generator sound the most likely?
Didn't Ulysses say it was destroyed?
At the time of the investigation, sure. But it wasn't always destroyed. You probably don't remember. But back when we found the dummy, I mentioned something about the underground floor.
Be quiet here. I'm gonna let him cook for a second. I'm gonna let him stir up the pot. Dining hall people, you were in the building before. Tell us what's going on. Yeah. Why didn't you mention the other girl? The hell? I never even saw her. Huh? You were there too, Bargain Ben? I'm Bargain Ben. Don't even. There's a floor below us. That's where I woke up. Oh yeah. This was like in the prologue.
More specific,
I think.
It was the boiler room I woke up inside. I hadn't been alone either. Ava was also there.
I woke up first.
Okay, you got us.
Yeah, she did.
I don't know how you would know that, but
anyway, Ava, you agree the generator was in full working condition when we woke up, right?
Right.
So in the time since you woke up there, the generator was destroyed?
It's the only possibility.
you know, it might just be Grimwald. Like, who has enough power to destroy a generator like that, right? Like, who would really, like, slam them into that?
As for what destroyed the generator, well, it's hard to say for sure. My best.
Oh, here we go. Someone's gonna interject here. They're gonna be like, wait a minute.
Don't waste my time.
I was gonna say it too, because I remember from the trailer, someone comes up and it was her. Don't waste my time.
First, destroyed is overly vague.
I'm about to destroy this argument. Come on.
Ulysses explained the state of the generator much better. Charred beyond belief.
His whole fucking talent is, come on, bro. He writes in a journal for like every single second of the day. Of course, his description would be way better than mine.
Second, and more.
Also, you're going to debate against me?
Where's your proof the generator inflicted those burns?
Bro, why is your mouth so high near your nose? That's what I want to know.
What are you talking about? The generator must be involved. It's near where Wolfgang is lying.
Being within range of something counts as proof now, does it? Do you also consider happenstance as conclusive evidence?
I hate this girl so much. Like, why are you going against the ultimate debater?
Buying out a standard shift? If so.
I thought she said just shit. What?
That's...
Damn it, she's trying to make me look like an idiot. Don't worry, I'm gonna get her. If I let this continue, the others might start to doubt me. I need to stop her before she veers the trial off track. Bro, what? There's so many things. Huh, you thought you were the only one with the interjection? No, I saw it in the trailer. Sometimes a student will dislike your argument. She didn't even investigate anything. We call this a rebuttal showdown. That's what it's called. It's like the swords and everything. No from B3. Oh shit, that shit was fire. You counter the opponent, a flurry of remarks. It's your job to counter them. I know this all too well from another as well. Okay, slow down, swipe. No, it's this kind of one. Truth cylinder blade. At the hold Q. Slice diagonally, somebody won't understand it when we play it. Pay close attention to the shape, size, and position. This is exactly like from B3. I'm envisioning it right now. If you're somewhere in the middle, yeah, the ching 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 push. The meat of the duel is truth blades. Hold down right click. So I could use my mouse too? Oh no. Why is there a Q again? There's too many controls for this. No. Oh no.
While the generator may look suspicious, consider the time frame we're working with. If the only time you saw the generator in full working condition was on the day of our kidnapping, that gives us a period of almost 4 days, in which the generator might have been destroyed.
I think it's the padlock.
What about the blackout? It's impossible for the generator to cause the blackout. If it was already broken prior to the tournament.
I already know the answer.
What about the blackout?
Bro, what about you?
What
about you?
At any point before.
Yeah!
I'll cut through those words.
No, that wasn't that hard. I can't. Damien, that wasn't that hard. I'll cut through those words.
When the blackout happened, it froze a piece of equipment which had
Yeah, it's like V3. Almost. In V3, I think you were given like a certain amount of cuts you could do. In this one, it seems like you have infinite. Unless I was like not looking for the number.
Mark's DJ pad.
No. Oh shit, what was that? Yeah. I'm talking about your pad. He's like,
While there was no physical
you just talk about my thing?
Hall, a digital one has been built into Mark's pad.
Yeah, and what are you gonna do about it? Bitch.
If you look at what time the digital clock is frozen on, it matches the time of death listed on the tablet. 9:35 a.m.
Well, Mark, is this true?
It is true. Now stop questioning me.
There's no point in me saying anything when someone else has already said it better.
Damn, I said it better than you.
Just answer with a yes or no, will you?
Yes.
Yes. It's like, leave me alone.
In any case, the matching times are too much of a coincidence.
For an entrepreneur, you're fucking, like, stupid.
The destruction of the generator caused the blackout.
I think you can come in my house
The blackout occurred at the time of the murder.
and debate against the ultimate debater.
There's no way the destruction of the generator wasn't tied to Wolfgang's death.
I know he's gonna do the same pose when he's calling out the person. He's like, it was you, Diane. Phoenix Wright.
What do you suppose happened then?
I gotta play Phoenix Wright again.
I'm willing to bet the generator's destruction resulted in the boiler room's water becoming electrified. Since Wolfgang was discovered kneeling in the water, we can reason he was standing in it at the time this happened.
There's another interjection?
Damon,
Oh.
you and I both know that's not true.
Oh. I thought Ava was like, watch and learn. Oh shit, that'd be a hard one. Watch and learn.
Huh?
Did you forget? It's impossible for the water in the boiler room to play a role in Wolfgang's murder.
But what if they made it electrified?
Because it isn't even conductive. It's after Damon and I woke up in the boiler
Oh, Grace has
room,
not said anything
we
for like
wanted to
10 minutes. I forgot she even existed for a second. I was like, who's this girl? I'm not kidding either. Oh no, I thought it was her. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw Ava push the pile of boxes. Yeah, the light bulb trick. Thomas Edison.
I even redid my test during the investigation, since Damon wasn't sure if he should touch Wolfgang's wet clothes.
Listen, you act like it was bad for me to ask that question.
In both instances, I proved the water was safe to enter. To be honest, neither result really surprised me. Water will only act as a conductor if it makes contact with two separate energy sources.
Well, then it was conductive.
The boiler room's generator is just one source.
If you're standing in the water, one outlet should be enough. Speaking from experience, large bodies of water are terrifying conductors during storms.
What about the thing that was cut? What is it called? The outlet, the extension cord. That's what it is.
All it takes is one lightning bolt, and the surrounding miles are scorched.
I mean, bro, he literally had lightning marks on Ava. It's clear that the water did something.
But the generator is a slow, persistent source of electricity. It's not the same as a lightning strike.
Electricity is electricity. Doesn't matter how it manifests. The reason you two avoided electrocution is because the generator's exposed wires aren't even touching
Oh
the
shit,
water.
he's oh my god, he's calling out Ava?
If they were, you would have been scorched right from the start.
Maybe when the generator
Ava's like, what? You just schooled me? I'm surprised too, honestly.
Nah. Even in its current sorry state, The generator's wires are nowhere near the water.
Extension
It
cord.
doesn't make sense for the generator to pose a danger anyway. The point of the killing game is for the students to kill each other, not for the facility to kill the students. A feature of the building killing a student would be a meaningless death because you can't attribute a student killer to it.
As for why the generator's been charred, sometimes electrical faults happen. Even my ship's engines have broken under particularly relentless storms.
I gotta hear his backstory. I gotta talk to him. I gotta do his free time events.
And if an electrical fault,
I know he got some crazy stories.
Then his murder is purely on the hosts, ain't it?
No, he's even like, no, someone definitely killed him. I saw it.
Course. If we were responsible for his death, you lot wouldn't be here discussing it.
That's... Is the generator really unrelated? It's not. I feel like it's clearly not. It's because something ended up happening. But the timing of the blackout is too perfect. It can't be a coincidence.
Okay. Since we've ruled out the generator,
Listen, they can be stupid. I
what
won't.
else could have electrocuted Wolfgang?
The generator. Or the extension cord.
Yeah, it mightn't be relevant, but I did see one other thing on the boiler.
There's also like a little wire.
A toy gun or something. At least that's how it came across to me.
And there was also this red like shrapnel. That's what it was.
Not a
Almost.
toy gun, a taser.
And a taser. There was a ton of electricity things.
Taser? I'll shoot electricity.
I'm not sure how the taser fits in with this case, though.
I'm not too sure how the knife fits in either. There's so many like just random objects that just were there.
Nope. The taser was definitely used.
How so? I didn't catch any sort of.
Well, Wilhelm, he'll explain if you just give him a chance.
Not all taser guns release a string when fired. Some are completely wireless.
Honestly, I forgot about that. I was like, where are the prongs at though?
For those types, you can tell they've been used if their blast doors are missing. Side note, blast doors are plastic panels which cover the muzzle of a taser. If a shot is fired, they pop clean off. When I was investigating the crime scene, I found the taser gun in one spot.
I'm not too sure how Desmond would even know about that. I feel like the ultimate sharpshooter should know nothing about a taser, but...
And here I was thinking the yellow bits were just random trash.
Where the heck did a taser gun even come from?
I don't even know.
Last time I checked, there weren't any lines.
It had to be somebody. It had to be somebody's like talent.
Maybe it belongs to someone here.
It probably does, but they probably still didn't do it.
Huh?
Maybe it's a fucking Diane. She's like, get away from me, you freak, and then she used it.
Just think about it for 1 second. Everyone here has a dorm room which is themed around their talent.
That's what I...
Mine's got DJ equipment. Jet's got car batteries.
Jet's got car batteries. Why aren't we accusing him?
If that's what we have with our talents,
Why the hell does he have car batteries?
someone with a dangerous
You
talent.
can't even drive a car in here.
Are you talking about, like, knives?
No, the knives came from the kitchen, which that's why we got that one.
What? Is there something on my face?
I can only think of Grimwald and Desmond, though.
Forget this. The person I'm talking about is Desmond.
So they went into his room.
Huh? No way! You think the gun is Desmond's?
Yeah.
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 Hang on.
I think it is his, but he didn't do it.
Jean, do you know anything about this? As Desmond's roommate, perhaps you spotted something inside his dorm.
Alas, we stayed in my abode.
My abode.
I couldn't tell you if he had weapons.
Talk about suspicious.
Did Desmond agree to bunk in Jean's dorm, so Jean wouldn't see the weapons in his?
Listen, I get where you guys are coming from, but that taser gun, it's not mine. I've never seen anything like it.
Well, someone here is lying about their talent, then.
No, that's a lie.
A lie?
His attempt to feign innocence won't fool me now when I know the truth. Well, I don't know his blackmail.
A marksman is obviously going to have a taser.
I guess it's his blackmail, even though I don't remember what it
Like I
was.
said,
He brushed aside so casually. His charisma.
I got it.
I don't even know what his blackmail was though.
The blackmail tools you gave us. That's my evidence.
you didn't get mine, did you?
No, that's why I'm confused. Like, what? Did I forget it?
No. But the person who did informed me of what it said.
Oh my! I forgot Ava said that. I didn't know the game goes that far back. Desmond Guard's the only one he trusts.
The writing style seems to match. I think it's legit.
That's more than a little suspicious, don't you think? Leaving a bunch of weapons unguarded during a killing game?
Don't judge me. This is the first time I'm hearing of it too.
Wait, so then Ava would be the most suspicious now.
You didn't know there were weapons in your room?
Yep. No idea.
Come on, bro. You can do a little better than that.
Our rooms aren't particularly subtle in their theming. Are we supposed to believe?
Can we go to his room?
It is themed. I'm not denying that. But I sure as hell
He says, nope, I just didn't know. Like, I don't know if I can believe that.
If I did, do you seriously think I'd leave them unguarded and risk being found out?
Yeah. Desmond cares too much about everyone.
Diana, come on.
He pointed out the broken doorknobs and gave us the idea to bunk together. Why would he hide weapons in his room?
He pointed out the broken doorknobs. Well, now that makes him look suspicious and you, because why would you bring that up again?
Someone must have gotten the idea to rifle through my dorm because of my talent. and found the taser gun hidden inside.
I don't know who that'd be though.
There's no other way to explain it.
Like I said, I think it's Diane, but I'm trying to figure it out like as if I don't know it's her yet though. Like what would point me to the direction?
Guns. All I get is an old game console and a dead controller.
Take the bad with the good, dearest people.
Bro, Damien gets nothing. You guys got it easy. I get nothing. What the hell does the debater supposed to? Oh, I got a podium. That's what I got.
No one besides parents.
I got a podium. What are you talking about religiously inclined?
Enough talking
You're a
about
lamb.
consoles. Why are you guys believing Desmond so easily? If the taser gun belongs to him, then he's the killer. Any argument he makes against it is just a flimsy excuse.
Okay, Grace, I guess I gotta shut you down. Grace's testimony.
Desmond is the killer.
Hold up. What's your testimony real quick? Wolfgang was going to attend the tournament. Well, I'm not even sure what that has to do with this anyway.
The taser came from his room.
I had no idea the gun even existed. I was barely in my dorm to begin with.
Because you wanted to draw attention away from your weapons.
Might be her fetch quest. I don't know. Did she overhear it? Bro. Thank you.
If this is about avoiding suspicion, why did Desmond say the taser gun was fired? I don't think a killer would draw attention to their own murder weapon.
I was with Desmond.
I call it reverse psychology.
What?
You sprinkle in a little helpfulness, and suddenly everyone trusts you.
When the murder happened,
Is Desmond innocent? When I compare the evidence to everyone's statements.
Desmond is the killer. The taser gun came from his
I
room.
don't know, bro. I guess I gotta. I don't know. Like these bullets make no sense.
I had no idea the gun even
Well, what's the
existed.
taser gun even say? Wow, how helpful. Taser gun found at the scene of the crime. I don't even know what the last one was. I forget. Blackout. At the time of his murder. Oh, blackout. Blackout. I know what I gotta do.
Dorm to begin with.
Because you want to draw
I know what I gotta do now. I gotta agree with her, and it's blackout. Why is she so quiet? Out of breath? Like, damn. I got it. That's the truth! I agree! I got it. You should say, I agree with that. That must be it! That's what Hajime would say.
Regardless of whether or not Desmond knew about the gun, he definitely wasn't involved in the murder. Eloise can back me up.
Again, Diane is the only one without an alibi that I know of.
right.
If she does, I don't remember whose alibi she was with.
Desmond and I, we were together in the courtyard.
Which is why this trial would not make sense to me.
At the time of Wolfgang's death.
I'm missing something. She must be with somebody other than Wolf.
I see. Then both of you can be ruled out as suspects.
Don't just take her word for it. She could be covering for Desmond.
Jeez, if you have a bone to pick with these guys, at least save it for when we're not solving a murder.
Yeah. Why don't you want to believe Eloise?
Bro, shut up.
Ever since the investigation, these two
Look
young
at Kai.
men have been on my case non-stop.
He's like, come on, guys!
Obviously working together.
Not gonna lie, I see where Grace is coming from.
Why do you say it like that? Not gonna lie, I see where Grace is coming from. I back you up, girl. Like, what?
When Eloise tried to single her out earlier, Desmond was pretty quick to jump in and agree.
Yeah, what are they, fucking fuck buddies? Like, damn.
Even so,
Desmond, come on, you can do much better.
Since the topic has been brought up, I would like to mention something. During my trip to the pharmacy, I believe I saw Desmond and Eloise in the courtyard together.
You also said you were back in the hallways around 8-10 a.m., didn't you? That means those two were wandering around unsupervised. Either one of them could have left the courtyard.
I don't think they did it, though.
If Desmond was the killer, what would Eloise gain from defending him? Should the wrong vote be cast, nothing about the rules suggests an accomplice of the killer would be exempt from execution.
That's right. And even if she was,
She so did it. I just, more as the trial goes on, her voice actor, it's just her. It's just her.
Grace.
It's just her.
I realize Desmond's irked you, but that's no reason to keep staring everyone down at
Yeah, she's defending everybody for no reason. It's so her.
Let's move on.
It's so her.
A person who's always steering others down a dead end, huh? I guess they needed a GPS.
You and your jokes.
Anyway, we should totally thank Desmond for clearing things up now. Not only do we know he's not the killer, now we know how the killer got their hands on the taser.
Now we know how... What?
Someone must have gotten the idea to rifle through my dorm because of my talent, and
She's
found the
mocking
taser
him.
gun hidden inside.
Hidden inside.
Yup, that is word for word what Desmond said.
Right. Good memory.
All in a day's work, babe.
Can you repeat that quote, Cassidy?
Again. But I just said it.
Yeah, but I want you to say it again.
Maybe Desmond did do it. I don't know. I hope it's like Elise or something. Be somebody I just don't suspect.
Alright.
I was originally going to say Desmond at the very beginning of the investigation just because I don't know. I thought he might have done it. Is he actually the killer?
Someone must have gotten the idea.
Someone must have gotten the idea. So someone they talked
because of
to.
my talent and found the taser gun hidden inside.
Is there something on your mind?
Someone got the idea.
If Desmond's testimony is anything to go by, then wouldn't this mean the culprit has to be male?
What?
If I remember correctly,
Only the males.
guys were aware of each other's pairings.
Oh, this trial just got better if that's the
With
case.
that sort of knowledge, a male student could try and infiltrate another male student's dorm.
Oh, that just got better.
None of us knew which room we'd be bunking in.
Oh, don't tell me it's Jean.
It only takes a quick peek to check if someone's inside or not. Anyone could have done
Yeah, I
it.
mean, because the locks don't work either.
And who's to say the thief didn't barge in before we started bunking?
Oh, that's good. Oh, this would be a good trial. That's
Or
their.
while people were having breakfast.
Seems there was a mountain of opportunities for our culprit to sneak in unnoticed.
Wolf, it better not have been a suicide or something. That'd be. Come on.
Doesn't exactly help us narrow things down, does it?
Well, it eliminates half the people.
Well, guess this taser gun was a bust.
Bet you it was you now.
Look on the bright side. If it's been fired, then it's probably what electrocuted Wolfie.
But it's not. Nothing still makes sense in the trial, though.
If trying to suss out who stole it isn't feasible, why don't we...
I don't know. I hope it's the male suspect now. I'm kind of on that.
You know, the ones that weren't burn marks? Those seem like they could lead us somewhere.
Lead us somewhere. Her voice actor is so good.
Yeah. Besides the burns on his hands, Wolfgang also had a bruise and a tiny red dot on the back of his neck.
A bruise and a tiny dot.
Something I was trying to like think of like
Try
off
tackling them in
camera
alphabetical
after the
order?
investigation was, since she's the ultimate cosmetologist, I was like, what could she have done? I just thought of it. I don't know why. I'm not even kidding. I just thought it. She could cover up the bruise or any, because somebody was bleeding and it wasn't Wolf. She covered it up. It makes sense now. Something happened. She covers it up.
Alphabetical order? Now,
I'm even more suspicious of Diane now. She just covers her thing up.
No need to thank me.
I hope it's a male
Common
still.
sense.
Bro, it has. It's so obvious. It's her.
Okay, let's discuss the bruise first.
I don't know where the bruise came. I guess it came from the rolling pin, but like, why was there a rolling pin there? It's obviously the rolling pin. I just don't know. That's what the knife
Safe
is.
to say, the killer didn't use a flamethrower.
That's that. No, I'm kidding. That means I would be disagreeing with her.
Maybe Wolfgang got into a fight?
Maybe.
Someone might have attacked him
Yes.
and aimed for his neck.
I think it is that one.
If you can even reach that high.
But yeah, he's 6'2". I'm not gonna lie, Mark's onto something. That dude's...
Something must have.
I agree with that.
I got it.
Come on. I don't even need to hear everyone else. Give me your attention, please. There it is. That's what it was.
Really? Man. And I was only blurting out the first thing which came.
This is why I like you, though. At least when you blurt out stuff, it's like somewhat reasonable, not like this, not like the other like 4 people who were blurting out nonsense.
Anyway.
And Miss Burger
While
Breath.
you're wording things,
You're just accusing Grace for no reason.
something is?
At the very beginning of the trial.
Eh?
But who's in the kitchen now, right?
Wolfgang was hit with a rolling pin.
And there was a knife. What's the fucking point of the knife? Was this just to draw attention?
How on earth did you reach that conclusion?
Well, maybe the knife is what caused a little in his neck. Maybe they were like this. Oh shit, that makes sense. They were like, shh, don't move.
Ava and I found this pin inside storage closet A, which is just a few feet from the crime scene. Coincidentally, the pin also has a dent.
You sure?
See, I don't. Why he looks like he's like loaded.
No. There's something else which solidifies this pin's role in the murder. Handprints. 2 of them on the edge of the pin.
So the killer used a rolling pin to attack Wolfgang?
They would have to be. They'd have to be a little bit tall, wouldn't they?
It certainly
And strong.
explains the bruising on his neck.
They must have wanted him to be unconscious so he wouldn't fight back.
But there's so many stuff that still doesn't make sense.
Exactly. Would be easier to drag him into the water if he's not awake.
You reckon the killer purposely put Wolfie in the water?
Yes.
Damn! With one electrified blow, Wolfgang is snapped to bits with the taser! Since he's lying in the water, he's definitely a goner.
Considering the logical ethos of the killer's rectitude, especially when governed under constricting pressure, leaving him catatonic would be the most facile solution.
How do you know all that?
I guess it makes sense.
Bro, Toshiko's outdoing you, Kai. Don't let her do this. After shooting Wolfgang with the taser, what's Killer's next move? I figured that out. We're 1 step closer to solving this case. I guess we'll find out. Footsteps.
So let me get this straight. The killer knocked out Wolfgang with a rolling pin, and then chucked the pin into closet A?
When exactly did they discard the pin?
They couldn't have done it when Eva and I were already downstairs, because the 2 of us went inside closet A.
Why were you inside the closet?
To find the backup.
Because we were gay. That's why. She should just say that. Say it right now.
Checked closet B. Damon and Kai checked closet C.
Oh, come on. There's so much.
Eva and Grace checked closet A.
There's like 5 different things they could shoot at.
John and Mark checked closet D.
Those are all correct though, aren't they?
Killer just discarded the pin before we came downstairs.
Not true. That's not true though.
Leave me out of this. It's not my problem if you don't get it.
We gotta get rid of Mark. Listen, if anyone gets rid of Mark, I won't even vote for you. Then why say anything in the first place? I don't like Mark.
So let me get this straight.
You are no Markiplier.
John and Mark checked closet D.
Okay, that's all true.
The killer just discarded the pin.
I had to make sure.
Before we came downstairs.
I feel like that's wrong.
Yeah, I think Mark's right. Cause the killer could run upstairs and go back to their room immediately after.
No, that's wrong!
That's wrong. That is so wrong, and you will explain why, Damien, because it's so obvious.
Diana, there's proof the killer fled the underground hallway at a later time, when the tournament attendees were looking for a backup generator.
The thing is,
heard someone run
there
past
are
her
so
room.
many people who are innocent, it has to be Diane. What? Bro, it's so her. It's so her. It's obviously her. Oh my god. Look at this.
Oh man, that's right.
She's like, you guys heard?
We were just exploring the closet when.
Look at the music. Why is the music all like this?
That's when Damon decided he was gonna follow where the footsteps came from and entered the boiler room.
Did anyone else hear these footsteps?
Nope. Not ringing any bells.
Yeah, Jet and me didn't really hear it over all our talking.
I heard the footsteps.
See, the thing is, it was like Diane had like the most outspoken rant. Please don't let it be her. Please, like, switch to one of the male guys, please.
Huh? You did? Well, I initially thought it was my imagination, so I never said anything.
Ashamed to say, I also brushed off the footsteps.
That's
I
3
thought I was
people.
hearing things. However, since other people can attest to hearing them,
Then someone else was on the underground floor with us.
Look at Diane still fucking in her scared pose.
Before anyone tries to bring it up, none of the tournament attendees could have been the person running.
Because we were on the closets.
Since everyone explored the closets in pairs.
That's why I'm like, it's so, and then it's not. This is why it's Diane. It's Diane. It's so her. 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 Because the other 2 have alibis, and it wasn't Grace.
I'm sure we can all vouch for that, aye?
Everyone was still in their closets after Damon and I found Wolfgang.
It'd be different if someone left the closet.
Considering the footsteps were moving away from the crime scene, I think it's safe to say they belong to the killer.
And Grimwald was in her bedroom. And Toshiko went to the pharmacy. Again, where is Diane's alibi?
Wouldn't that mean the killer fled while you guys were exploring?
Where is her alibi now?
Hold on. So the killer had been right next to us?
Boy, that's a given.
Huh? How are you so calm after hearing that? The only thing which stood between us and a murderer was a door. What if they attacked us?
They probably can't. They're probably gonna be like some rule. Oh, you can't kill more than 2 people.
Well, they did it, so I don't see what the problem is.
Mark was probably up. No, Mark was in the closet.
Sheesh,
Literally the only person that does not fit in this entire scenario, whose name has never been brought up, Diane.
Why not run away earlier, though? Fleeing while everyone is searching seems really risky.
Maybe it was a miscalculation?
It's not impossible, I guess.
If not that, then maybe the killer returned to the boiler room after discarding the pin?
I don't remember who showed up last. I don't actually know if that's Diane that showed up last. She must have. I think she did. She was one of the last ones. So again, it's like 90. I'm like 99% certain, guys.
Sounds pretty meatheaded.
I will have the 1% just in case.
Yes, you'd think a killer would use that moment to run away.
Or the 2 who heard the footsteps?
Very, very quiet. Again, she has high heels, so you know, very obvious why she'd take them off. She's the only one with high heels.
Kinda socky.
And then they're gonna say Toshiko, but it's not her.
As in, it sounded
I don't think
pretty
it.
soft,
Toshiko's too small to do anything.
The person had taken off their shoes.
Saki, huh? Seems this killer was purposefully trying to keep quiet.
Because their footsteps were soft?
Opposite.
That seems like a leap in logic.
You guys don't have to make it so obvious at this point.
No, I get what she's saying. Everyone here has socks on, I'm pretty sure. So any one of us could have run down the hallway.
Does she not wear socks?
The thing with shoes is, not everyone here has the same kind. If the killer had worn theirs, we might have been able to figure out their footwear from the sound it made on the
If
floor.
it's her, I don't know. I don't know if I should really give this trial a good. I don't know. I'll figure it out by the end.
Then we just have to single out the person with that footwear. Man, it would have been so easy to find the killer.
It's Diane.
We already can find the killer, though.
I already know who it is.
Oi, are you pulling our leg?
I don't even know what happened all the
I'm
way.
completely serious.
I already know who did it.
Picture a map of the building complex in your head. The building with the dorms is on the left. The courtyard is in
There's
the
only
middle.
one person!
The building with the tree is on the right.
The only person who's been like, oh, come on, guys, that didn't happen.
Now, try and pin everyone's locations during Wolfgang's murder.
And I know Grimwald couldn't have done it because she was in her room.
Once
Maybe.
you do that, the identity of the killer will definitely become clear.
If you know who it is, and say it.
Is the killer someone whose position we can't place?
Oh, who have we never talked about? Guys, it's obvious.
No, it's not about position.
Eh?
Wolfgang's killer can easily lie about their location during the murder. The only thing distinguishing their testimony from everyone else's is that theirs can't be corroborated.
In which case, our killer, yes, that's right. The only one here who can possibly be the killer is you.
It has to be you.
Oh wow. It's you!
You, isn't it?
Huh? The makeup girl?
Here we go again. Oh, it can't be her. It can't be her. It can't be her. Okay, fine. Here we go the next 50 minutes.
She's the only one here without
And
an
she
alibi.
that's what I've been saying, bro. Oh my, it's such an obvious trial. It was so obvious. I was like, there's no way.
Those of us who attended the tournament can obviously be ruled out. And as for those who didn't,
It's still not halfway through yet, so there's a chance it might not be her, but I didn't think it's her.
Desmond and Eloise were in the courtyard. Toshiko and Ingrid were in the same dorm room.
Oh, here, who's gonna interject?
What about Winona? She never mentioned an alibi.
Give me a break.
Winona and I were in the building with the tree all morning. In fact,
And then she's like, what about Grimwald? She might have done it. No.
Desmond and Eloise should have witnessed us
I bet she's just gonna say it too. What about
who
her?
were in the courtyard at the time.
It sucks because I like Diane. I liked her a lot.
Yeah, that's true.
And they just get rid of her. Get rid of this girl, bro. Oh my
In
god.
that case,
But she would have been obvious
Diana
because she
really
weighs like
is the
300
only one
pounds.
without an alibi.
Maybe 350. Guys.
If she's the person who fled the boiler room, those footsteps we heard make a lot more sense.
Because she's high.
Heels make a pretty loud clop sound on hard floors, and the underground hallway's floor is pretty hard.
Diane, please defend yourself.
obviously want to take them
Diane, please defend yourself.
Also, heels aren't comfy to run in.
Yep.
Whoa.
But the thing is, where'd she put her shoes at though? Like that? Was she like running with them?
You're totally right, though. Since Diana's the only one here with heels, she would have to take them off.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, what are you talking about?
What really honed me in was that sprite change she had, like in the investigation. It looked like evil almost. Like it just looked obvious it was her. But Diane, I don't even think we're at halftime yet, so defend yourself, please.
Me? A killer? Do you really think I could be a killer?
Wow, they just gave up with defending her, huh? They just didn't know how to make her defend
The
herself.
fact you weren't at the tournament is incriminating enough.
Not just that. Everyone but you has an alibi.
I'm saying Desmond.
But I do have an alibi.
Who, the dead person?
Right, Ava?
Huh?
You woke up with me this morning, and you never saw me leave my dorm.
During the brief amount of time we were together, I never saw you leave. What you did after I left for the game tournament, however, is anyone's guess.
Ava wanted to help me and Cash
Wow,
set up
she
the
just threw you under
tournament,
the
so
bus.
we told her to swing by early.
For that reason, I left Diana's dorm at 8:05 a.m. I know the exact time since her room has a clock. I probably entered the dining hall around
8:10ish.
So much for an alibi then.
Huh?
Diana.
Please don't let it be her.
Tell me.
Don't tell me.
Holy smokes, it's all falling into place!
I feel like it's too obvious though. Like, is it really her?
Are we sure there hasn't been some sort of misunderstanding?
Listen, bro. You're getting heavier every scene. Just don't even interject.
It's not possible. Diana can't be the killer.
Why can't she be the killer?
No! I refuse to believe it!
I mean, I know she's like a 14-year-old, but like, don't make me have like, what's the things where I have to like, oh, like not a non-stop debate. It's like the final thing before you do the comic panel. It's like when someone goes like, oh crazy, oh I could have done it, I could have done it, I could have done it, and you have to like shut them down. Looks like some people here aren't willing to. Oh, the ethos thing. That's not a problem. I'll make them face the fact. Damien, you're a favorite character. I have to say it, whether they like it or not. Shoot enough. Nobody will be able to die. Diana killed Wolfgang, but everyone already knew she killed him though. Like it was obvious. I hate how obvious it was. I don't have to use any of this, I don't think.
If it was Diana inside that boiler room, could she be the one who left the blood trail? Because if so, that might be her blood on the knife too.
Diana's blood?
And she's a cosmetologist, so she can just...
Are you saying she wounded herself?
Wounded herself? What makes you think that?
I don't know. Why else would the killer's blood be on their own weapon?
Did we not already agree? The killer was wielding a rolling pin?
I just want to see what they all have to say.
Maybe they had both.
She's really trying so hard.
The rolling pin in one hand, and the knife in the other.
Look at Jet.
Wielding weapons?
Oh.
Ooh, look at this killer's next level.
Kitty toe. that person's point is clearly impossible. That person's, they should realize as much as I pointed that piece of evidence.
If it was Diana inside that boiler room,
Ooh.
could she be the one who left the blood trail?
Dun, dun, dun. Where's the thing at? Secret 8:15.
Because if so, that might be her blood on the knife too.
Diana's blood?
Diana's blood. I don't know which one it is, but
Are you saying she wounded herself?
Wounded herself? What makes you think that?
I don't know. Why else would the killer's blood be on their own weapon?
Did we not already agree the killer was wielding a rolling pin?
Well, maybe they had both. The rolling pin in one hand.
she couldn't. 'Cause she put it away.
No. The killer was only wielding the rolling pin during their confrontation with Wolfgang.
Oh, what is this theme?
You can tell just from
Hard
looking
ass
at the
rock
pin,
theme.
There are two handprints wrapped around the edge.
Damien's like,
as if the
he has his
killer
hands in his pocket. Oh, yeah, Damien.
Which makes sense, because you can swing with more force if you use both hands. And that's what a killer wants when trying to knock out a grown man.
And she was wearing high heels, which makes sense now that she was probably able to reach at the back of his neck.
Who held the knife?
Maybe Wolf.
It wasn't the killer. So it was most likely the only other person in the boiler room. Wolfgang Akire.
Akiri. I thought it was Akari.
What the hell are you talking about? Wolfgang, carrying a dangerous weapon? Bullshit!
If you were in his situation, wouldn't you? Wolfgang received an anonymous message asking him to meet in
So
the
he was
basement.
smart.
All while
I still don't understand all the crime scene stuff because we found the killer, but like I can't explain what happened now.
At that point, it doesn't matter how much of an optimist he is. You know better than to come unarmed.
A knife isn't super hard to find, either. Wolfgang probably just stole one from the kitchen.
Besides, if Diana is the one who got stabbed, it would explain the blood.
It would also explain how she was able to cover it up so easily.
Think about it. She arms herself with the rolling pin and attacks Wolfgang.
I can't wait for her to say some bullshit now and I'll call her out.
For some reason, possibly because of the blackout, she doesn't clean the blood trail she's leaving. And with
It
him
also
still
makes
going
sense
after-
why, like everything makes sense now.
That's wrong!
Okay, Makoto, tell me why.
Huh?
I wasn't stabbed. If I was stabbed, then I'd have an injury.
See, it's this sprite that convinced me she was a killer. Like I'm off the jump. This sprite right here, because it doesn't look like a normal sprite that she has. Look how happy she is now. Look, she's like desperate as hell. Yes, but you're a cosmetologist. You're a talent. And I know I'm gonna bring it up.
But there's nothing, right? There's nothing on me.
Give me some water real quick and go hop in the shower just real quick and then come out.
Depends. If a vein got nipped, you'd be seeing blood no matter the size of the cut. Of course. That also means a small cut will need bandaging, which I'm not seeing on you.
Dude, just think about it like real quick. Look at her person. Look what she's carrying.
You may not see any injuries on Diana, but that doesn't mean they aren't there.
Yep.
If she wanted, she could simply hide her injuries from view.
I was so hoping it was a male. I was so hoping, guys.
After all, someone like her has exactly what it takes.
Yup. Her talents.
I got it.
It's so hard being right, guys. It's so hard.
Talent. As the ultimate cosmetologist,
I was correct.
Diana could easily cover her wounds.
It's so hard being right, guys. It's so hard being right.
It makes sense. With the right
I'm 1 for 1 right now. Overall, across all my games, I'm like, I don't even know, like 12 or 15 of guessing the killers. Come on.
Diana's bunking partner.
Come on.
I've seen firsthand how many different cosmetics are inside her.
The thing they really shouldn't have done was give away the footsteps. I feel like that's what really, I was like, okay. And then they did that one sprite change. It was wrapped. I knew it was her.
So unfortunately, I have to agree.
Also, she has no alibi for like anything. Nah, Ava's my alibi. Like, Ava's never mentioned you.
Well, Diana.
Did I get anything wrong? What'd I get wrong?
No.
No, but I... Who's gonna defend her? Who's gonna defend her? I'll call you a bad character.
Wait. Diana, did you just say no?
Please let me be wrong. I would love to look stupid on camera.
As in, no, you're not wrong that I covered up my wounds? Oh, crap.
Oh, crap. It's traveling halfway over. There's normally like an intermission before you have to like...
You guys know what this means, right, guys? Diana is...
She just defended herself.
Diana just?
Diana basically just confessed!
A confession? Are you for real?
I thought that's what she just did too.
It makes sense though, doesn't it?
Oh, please don't tell me you did this.
Diana got wounded, which proves she got in a fight with Wolfgang.
I don't... Hold up.
Which means all that stuff about Wolfgang going to the boiler room, all that stuff really did happen.
Look at Tozo. Doing the same pose. He's been holding this pose for like 3 hours. He's like, please let me get my dialogue in.
I see. I see now what you were saying.
She's so short they had to put the camera all the way down. No way.
Diana. She lured Wolfgang to the boiler room by writing him that note.
Isn't it like a messy handwriting note? Does she not have good handwriting?
And when he arrived,
Women normally have really good handwriting.
and killed him.
I would know because I've seen so many letters with my women. Let me stop.
Now, she's been lying this entire trial, hoping we would never suspect her.
You're overdoing it now. Is she really it? Hold up. Before I'm still 99% certain, right? But
Diana, it wasn't me. I promise, it wasn't me.
To think
Hold
she
up.
could preach about friendship after committing a violent crime.
And then try and sentence the rest of
hold
us
up.
to punishment.
Are we cooking here?
Golly, you're right. If we voted for the wrong person,
Oh no, you're speaking up now.
we would have been executed.
Hold up. Damien's like, hold up. Kai better not be you either.
Seriously, Diana? What the hell is your damage?
Can we at least
Hold up.
get
Yeah.
side of the story?
Okay, so now I'm gonna take back everything I just said because the trial's not even, I don't even think it's halfway over yet.
Well, you know, Diana has,
You know, she might have, you know, she gave me a burger every now and then, so I have to defend her.
I just think it's fair we listen.
I think it is fair too, but she never said anything. That's the
Doesn't
problem.
matter what she says.
Hold the fuck up.
Look at the evidence. This case, it's closed.
Hold the phone.
If you really want to ask Diana's side of the story, then
I'm gonna get proven wrong.
vote. No.
But everything that's what I would have thought. Everything lined up for Diana. But am I wrong? Vote. Sorry, we have to vote for the killer. I've proven beyond a reasonable doubt she's the killer. So why do I feel so wrong? Why does a tiny part of me want to believe the things she's saying? Because there's a lot of other stuff we still haven't cleared up yet. So hold up. Why all of a sudden do I doubt myself? Oh shit! Because there's still so much we haven't proven either.
The one who lured Wolfgang to the boiler room.
Oh, there's an ethos. There's an ethos, pathos, and logos.
Then
Eek.
she fled the crime scene, hoping the rest of us.
Oh, that's white noise.
How could you, Diana?
It might be her.
Poor Wolfie was only trying to keep us together.
But I would never murder Wolfgang.
If you don't have an alibi, then you obviously did.
Exactly.
But I
wanted to believe so badly that you were innocent.
Oh, don't tell me Toshio did it. Everyone makes mistakes. No way.
On any longer, I'm gonna be sick.
What are we waiting for? then?
Holy shit.
Let's get this over with and vote.
Is Diana telling the truth? How is it possible when I already know the truth? It can't be possible, not unless...
Diana was the one who lured Wolfgang to the boiler room. Once he got there,
Do I get time back for doing that?
Then she fled the crime scene, hoping the rest of us would never.
We never even
learn
decided
the
how he was
truth.
dead.
How could you, Diana?
Okay, so I just want to take a moment and just say how wrong I was about this trial, and I'm just gonna like just be down here and just say that this is amazing, and whoever made this, and if I'm wrong still, I love you, like literally, because like 4 people just added themselves to me that like I have Grimwall and Kai now I'm suspicious of. Just how they just came out of nowhere, and Toshiko. Oh my god, imagine one of them did it. Oh, come on. I have to go over this testimony though. She encouraged Grace to enter with Jesus. There's a lot going on here.
Poor Wolfie was only trying
If Wolfie
to
were
keep
here.
us together.
But I
would never murder Wolfgang.
If you don't have an alibi,
damn it. I really thought that was
that
it.
doesn't mean there's anything wrong.
I don't care.
Diana was the one who lured Wolfgang to the boiler room. Once he got there,
What's the knife?
She killed him immediately.
A knife found floating in the water. It was unmistakably covered in blood. It's also red. But she'd have to go to the kitchen. Wait, she'd have to go to the kitchen.
Diana was the one who
Might be
lured
that.
Wolfgang to the boiler room. Once he got there, she killed him immediately.
Then she fled the crime scene, hoping the rest of us would never learn.
Hold up, I got this. I got this.
Could you, Diana?
One more, then I'll skip.
Poor Wolfie was only trying
This
to
is
keep us together.
look at this. But
I would never murder Wolfgang.
If you don't have an alibi,
You seriously believe her preppy schoolgirl shtick? Open
Yes.
your damn eyes.
my argument is too weak. Well, which one is it, Damien? That's wrong! I got it. She didn't kill him immediately because she couldn't have been there. Something like that.
Hold on. Grace, you're overlooking a
And the one thing I jumped to on this trial is... Why are we skipping so much? Don't do that. The one thing I forgot about is there's... I mean, I didn't really forget about it. I thought it was going to kind of be like, I had to prove her. But there's so much evidence we didn't go over.
Do you recall the note I found in Wolfgang's blazer pocket? It asked him to meet in the boiler room at 8:15 a.m. But, according to the Tozu tablet, he
But the
died
thing
over
is,
on
there was
Arena
like...
at 9:35 a.m.
So what if she did this?
That means Wolfgang didn't die right after he got to the boiler room.
Oh. Was it really Toshiko? No. No, it wouldn't be Toshiko. It was Toshiko, wasn't it? She was the only one that could go into the pharmacy to get that cereal and the alcohol, right? No way.
My point?
My
Is that
point?
the killer had no reason to lure Wolfgang to the boiler room, and then wait over an hour to kill him. There's no guarantee another person won't enter the room during that time. It's in the killer's best interest to be in and out of there as fast as possible. When we originally discussed the note,
Hold up.
we lacked the
I'm right about one of them being the killer. I don't know which one. I'm suspicious of Toshiko, Grimwald, which those two I've already been suspicious of, but I thought it was 99% Diana. And then Kai interjected. Now I'm suspicious of Kai, but he couldn't have been that, so... Because he was with me, so it can only be those two.
But if you go with your idea that Diana killed Wolfgang immediately, then that discrepancy becomes all too clear.
How do you know Wolfgang didn't just arrive late?
Look at Kai. Why are you defending her, man? I don't
He was
know.
already on his way when I ran into him at 8:10 a.m. He must have
It's this
arrived
girl.
on time.
I think she didn't know.
Same goes for the killer. I doubt Wolfgang would stay in the boiler room
Maybe.
for long if no one came to meet him. For that reason, we can assume Wolfgang was knocked unconscious soon after he arrived. But there's such a long period of time between him being knocked out and him being killed. Unless you want to tell me he and Diana were in an hour-long struggle, then I'm sure there's more to the mystery here.
There's way more. There's like a shrapnel. There's just this smell nonsense. Oh my god. She gave me the finger too.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Don't you see this is a trick?
Maybe it was you. Hold up.
All of Diana's blubbering and crying is just a farce to make us think she's innocent.
Oh, I got another idea. What if Grace gave him pot gun cereal and that's why his stomach was upset? No. Hold up.
I wouldn't fall for a fart.
She said, shut the fuck up. Okay. This trial is amazing.
My only concern is the evidence not adding up.
I got this.
If you're still not convinced Diana is the killer, then let me show you something you overlooked.
Okay, bitch.
I call it undeniable fucking proof!
There's like multiple people here that are so suspicious now that it's just something's not adding up. Doorknob,
I don't
baby.
give a damn what Diana says.
Okay.
Not only is she the one person without an alibi, the blood from her wounds places
No.
her inside the exact same room where Wolfgang died.
Oh, it was that one.
How can the killer be anyone but her?
Grace seems to think she knows more about the crime scene than I do. If that was true, she would already realize the flaw in her argument.
Damn what Diana says. Not only is she the one person without an alibi,
Might be that.
blood from her wounds places her inside the exact same
No,
room
Dad!
where Wolfgang died.
Stop! It was that one. I sliced it too quickly.
Diana says. Not only is she the one person without an alibi, the blood from her wounds places her inside the exact same
There you-
room where Wolfgang died.
Bro, it was that one.
Killer be anyone but her.
Oh, I had to advance more?
If Diana
But it was that.
Wolfgang downstairs, why would she take over an hour to kill him?
I'm saying.
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't. It doesn't make sense, Damien. It doesn't make sense, Damien. Call her out.
Sent through the boiler room.
They were locked in there. Oh, wait.
Diana wouldn't have to worry about anyone walking in because she could just lock the
Get out of here! And strike
The
3.
door can't be relied upon.
You're out!
If Diana locked it, she would be trapping herself inside the boiler room.
What?
To Grace, like, what? How'd you find that out?
The doorknob has been flipped so that the
Look at
key
Winona.
face is inside, while the lock face is outside. Had you investigated the crime scene more closely, you might have realized this detail sooner. In any case, locking the door would lock everyone inside the room. If Diana was the killer, she'd be better off leaving the door open.
I cannot believe I'm defending Diana now. Diana, I love you so much. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
How the heck do you even flip a doorknob? Sounds like something only a tradesperson could do.
I think it's Grimwald now.
Meh. You really think so? Swapping a doorknob is easy. Well, last time I did.
No, you know, when I did it.
a while
Okay,
ago,
yeah,
but,
sure. We're just... it may be
Yeah,
Grimwald.
everyone here knows knobs are screwable, right? If you get a screwdriver and know what you're doing, you can rotate the doorknob quick smart.
Grimwald really did this bullshit?
If you can swap a doorknob,
I guess anyone can.
anyone can.
Okay, Mark, that was kind of a clean joke.
Right on.
No way. He just said, yeah, man.
Wait.
Yeah, you're stupid.
That why Diana remained in the boiler room after Wolf?
Well, she wasn't in the kitchen eating burgers.
What do you make of the footsteps then? If they were Diana's, it would imply she escaped the boiler room. How do you suppose she did that?
Well, I wonder... No, stop. Diana's way of escaping the boiler room, huh? From the evidence of the boiler room, I'm fairly confident I can... The vent. Not the generator. Where's the vent at? Oh. I guess this. Nope. How did she escape it? Well, is the vent here? Wait, what's the question? How did Diana... What? Oh, shit. Yeah, I don't really know how she escaped, guys. I don't know, just say something. Just say shrapnel. Just say something so the time stops. I lose. I can't figure it out. I don't know how she escaped, though. I'll be honest.
This is it.
That! She picked the doorknob.
Near the boiler
She
room,
has a pin, that's why.
I discovered a thin piece of metal. At first glance, it didn't look important, but if you were to fold it in half,
Why did Diana... I guess I don't understand why she didn't say anything.
theoretically, it would look like a hairpin.
Ah, she used the picking a lock with a hairpin. It can be done.
I was gonna say, why didn't you say anything? Because they probably would have accused her immediately. That's probably why she's gonna say it.
Diana probably had this hairpin inside her makeup bag.
Yup.
So, she used it to fiddle with the lock until it eventually came undone. Which, judging by the timing of her footsteps, happened late into the blackout.
Messing with a lock in pitch blackness. Whew. Now that would be impossible for me.
Yeah, you big ass brute. I know. You could just fucking pound the door open. Not everyone's big as you. 6'2", 300-pound muscular girl.
Would still be difficult. Way too difficult of a situation to deliberately put herself in.
In which case, that can only mean one thing. She was trapped there. And she saw everything. Because someone else locked the door. I got it! Sorry, guys. I'm a little sick, but I got stuff. Be glad I don't have to read anything.
If we go with our current train of thought, the doorknob was rearranged so you could only lock it from the outside.
Diana was smart as hell in locking this shit.
Doesn't make sense for Diana to rearrange the lock, enter the room.
Well, that's not true because they'd make her look less suspicious, but sure, we'll go with that.
I know this doesn't necessarily clear Diana's suspicion.
This is a halftime mark? Dude, this trial is amazing. If she actually didn't do this, I'm glad I was proven wrong because I'm not going to enjoy it to the fullest because now I don't know 100% did it.
I'd rather resolve this thread before we move on to voting.
Agreed. We could easily miss something important if we turn our noses away.
Yes, but now let's ask Grimwall a question. Why did you have a migraine for over an hour? I think it's her now.
So, why did this mystery person close the door in the first place?
What if they saw the scuffle between Wolfie and Diana and closed the door?
That is such a far-fetched thing to ever say.
Instead of seeking help or trying to stop the scuffle, you say that like closing the door isn't exactly what you would do.
I just hope it's not Kai. It really can't be him because he was with me, but I really hope it's not him.
What kind of asshole do you take me for?
Any chance they locked it to prevent Diana from escaping?
And somehow unscrewed the doorknob without drawing attention to themselves?
Didn't you hear him? He's talking about the door being locked, not the doorknob being unscrewed.
Unless two entirely different people just so happen to interfere with the boiler room at two entirely separate intervals.
Well, they probably knew they were going to meet up, that's my assumption, and they used it to conduct a plan to kill them.
The one who locked the door is most likely the one who flipped it, yes?
Yes.
Then you should be wondering the same thing. How did they unscrew the doorknob without catching anyone's attention?
Yeah, doesn't sound possible.
The vent.
Not in the moment, it isn't. But what if the doorknob had been swapped beforehand? Say this person knew Wolfgang and Diana were coming to the boiler room.
Who had the note then? That's the thing.
Waited for Diana and Wolfgang to enter, and then closed and locked the door.
Somebody with messy handwriting.
So the flipping of the doorknob was premeditated?
With what we currently know, I'd wager it's our safest assumption.
I'm trying to think of who was really out of that. The only person that comes to mind is Toshiko and Grimwall, which is why I just suspect these two. They were already on my list before I just said, oh, it's Diana, right? These are the only three people that I could only possibly think of.
At least until we hear Diana's side of the story.
Second half of the trial now?
Diana, since you were the last person with Wolfgang, your testimony could be our most valuable piece of evidence yet.
Come on, Diana.
You need to tell me what happened. If not for me, or for you.
Diana,
then at the very least,
you are about to become a goat-ass character. I was gonna say main character. Please.
Do it for Wolfgang's sake.
I'm sorry. I'm really I wanted to help. I wanted to make everything
Unless she did do it, then that's...
But all I could do was be useless.
Oh, she probably saw him die.
All I could do was watch him die.
That's a screenshot if I've ever seen one.
It's all my fault.
Oh, here we go.
All my fault. For
doing the wrong thing?
So she did something that she wasn't supposed to do. Like maybe like open the door and it like set off some type of trap, which in turn caused her to maybe kill him, but she's not really the killer. Unless she is, but it's someone else that caused her to kill him, which would be fucked up. It'd be so fucked.
So is this a confession, or?
Well, it means that she, I don't know.
Huh? I didn't kill Wolfgang. And I don't know who did.
But it means she was there, so she saw him die.
But I still failed him as a friend.
Maybe.
I failed him then. And I failed him here.
Unless she did do it, then this is some good acting.
But if I told the truth, things would be worse than they already are.
Diana, this is your
Now
moment.
that I've said nothing.
Please, this is your moment. Diana watched Wolfgang die? Yes, because she was in the room.
It's okay, sweetheart. Come on now, take deep breaths.
It's totally you.
Yeah, we'll believe you no matter what you say.
I still like Kai. It's looking like Diana might actually be innocent. It's looking like that, but that nagging... Well, did she do it? Damn it, what am I doing? Because of one girl, I've been doubting myself and jumping from one argument to another. How can I possibly piece it? We still haven't gotten with the smell. I need to get a grip on myself. I need to keep sight on myself and the goal of this killer. Whatever's thrown at me, I need to preserve. Because if I don't, everyone's here is going to vote wrong. I won't leave this place alive. That's halftime. Which is about like an hour and a half.
Has all this murder hubbub left your head in a tizzy?
Bro, hold
Perhaps
up.
you need a short break. Something to lighten the mood and let you collect yourself.
Oh, don't worry.
Something like a nice cup of tea. Welcome, one and all, to the first episode of
Tozu's tea time? Okay, buddy. I'll let him do his
If
thing.
you haven't already, please sit back and relax. Here, we do not use our brains, but deal only in gossip. Now, a question from me to you.
He might say something. Hold up.
What are sheep good at, if anything?
Flocking.
Most humans, and some sheep, tend to respond with
And
a
some sheep.
resounding
Absolutely nothing.
Sheep cannot create harm or invent medicine. For goodness sake, they
I'm in awe of how good this trial is, bro. Dog and rope, but honestly, I don't know if they... I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that yet, because Trial 5 in the second game was still like one of the best things I've ever experienced. And V3's fourth trial. And the fourth trial of the second game too. I don't know. Not yet. It's not over, right?
Their limited speech and quadrupedal
I don't know who really did it then.
prevents them from reaching the heights of humans. They're practically glued to the lower echelons of the food chain. No matter how hard sheep may try, they will never be anything more than
I can
their
see why this game took like how many years? Like 3 or 2 years to get to this point? Oh my god.
I can't say I like that answer.
You know they put all their effort into this trial. They're like, we gotta get this most bomb-ass trial known to man.
Plus, what of the sheep who still try? The sheep who realize their fate but continue to challenge it all the same. Then
What
they
are you
can be
talking
so
about?
determined to prove their worth, when humans have all but deemed them microwavable meals.
I mean, lamb chops, bro. Where's the lamb sauce? You know
Isn't
that?
that something admirable?
I did not hit that at all.
What a shame our sheep had to be so
Misguided.
Hmm? Ah, it seems that's about all the time we have.
Remember when I was like, oh, I'm so right. I just did that because I wanted to be wrong, and I'm glad I was.
Thank you again for
Maybe.
attending Tozu's Tea Time.
They might do like a fake out, like actually, it actually is her, because, you know, at the end he was kind of like, oh, maybe.
No need for extravagant farewells. I've an inkling you'll be back for tea sooner than you can say Jack Robinson.
Jack Robinson. Oh, nope, I guess I'm not.
Who's Jack Robinson? I have no idea.
I thought that for a second, I don't know, my mind drifted to like Jackie, not Jackie Chan. Who was the guy that struck out? Not Babe Ruth. It was like a baseball player. It's Jack something. He was like one of the first like black like baseball players who like do really amazing. I forget his name. I think he holds like a record too. He said Tata.